So it was a tremendously divisive campaign, particularly from the Republican side. Now, I'll be fair.
We interrupt this fake news to bring you a message from the so-called less divisive and tolerant left.
Man, I hope every single person that voted for him, if you were somebody that was like, I need it for the economy stuff, I hope you get all your tariffs and the tariffs fail you and the economy crashes. If you voted for him as a woman, I hope that somebody you know gets pregnant and then when they need the health care that they so desperately need that they can't have it, that happens to them. I hope any Latino that did that your abuela who's undocumented, I hope she gets taken out the country.
Whoa, okay, hold up, wait a minute, hang on, dear viewer. You have to understand that this poor man is massively triggered.
Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said.
You know, because when you're triggered, angry, and scared, you just say the darndest things.
Like, I went through such a dark, horrible place because I was so angry and so scared.
You see, I disagree. I think when these people are massively triggered, that's when they show you who they really are. They're brutally honest. They're saying what they really want to say. And that, I truly believe, is what we watched earlier with this guy.
Triggered.
All right, that's the intro. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Thanks for tuning into today's video. Do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button if you have been enjoying your leftist tears as much as I have during this past week.
I'd appreciate it. I really would.
All right, so something I'm starting to see a lot from the losing side is that we, the winners, need to tone down our excitement. We need to be sensitive towards those who lost. We need to stop spiking the football. We need to stop being excited. Grace Randolph posted on X, I'm managing to be pretty civil and fair tonight, so if some of you could tone down the shit-faced grinning replies, it'd be appreciated. I understand wanting to celebrate, but this would be a great opportunity to prove you're not the negative stereotype. Thanks. So Grace, Trump supporters celebrating, being happy, being optimistic of the future of our country makes you uncomfortable. It's cringe, it's weird, it's not what the country needs right now, it's reinforcing a negative stereotype, and yet you say nothing about these lunatics on TikTok doing their cringe meltdown videos.
To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying.
How can you say that Trump supporters wanting to celebrate is reinforcing a negative stereotype and yet have nothing to say about people like this?
Why? I think Kamala Harris ran a pretty inclusive campaign. She ran an amazing campaign. She ran a moderate campaign. I know some of you think she should have been more progressive, but I feel if she was progressive, she would have had even less votes.
Yeah, that's what happened in 2020 when she ran as a far-left lunatic and she was forced to drop out before the first Democratic primary even happened. And voters remembered her 2020 run and all the issues that she flip-flopped on, fracking, the border, to name a couple, and it just reinforced the notion that she's a fake, she's a fraud, she's bought and paid for by the establishment.
A seriously low IQ person. Seriously.
And I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of these votes are for Trump. I think they're for the Republican Party and against Democrats. Yeah, how should I put this?
Well, folks, Mama's wrong again.
Trump did better than down-ballot Republican senators and House members did, and Harris did worse than down-ballot Democrats did.
She ran an amazing campaign. She ran a moderate campaign.
I thought Europe was a country.
People seem to be embracing this message of Kamala Harris and this message of hope, and they felt like, especially when that Iowa poll came out, that, oh my God, this might really happen. She's really going to beat him. She's going to be the first female president. We're going to elect a black woman as the first female president, which is amazing.
These people not only believed that Iowa poll, they thought it was a referendum on the entire election, a representation of what the entire election was going to be. Just shows how delusional these idiots are. All right, everyone, enough about Kamala. Who cares? Enough about the polling. Who the hell cares? Let's get to the fun stuff, right?
Trump is a convicted felon.
Yes.
A all of these things, a xenophobe, a homophobe, a self-important. For him to win again, and to win so resoundingly, was a massive slap to the face of Black women.
As I said, it's misogyny and racism is absolutely a part of this. And it does not mean that everyone who voted for Trump is a racist or anything like that. That's not, or a misogynist. That is not what I am saying.
But you did, Johnny boy. You said those things on Twitter. Here are the receipts right here. You didn't say some Latino Trump voters, you said Latino Trump voters, and that there is a deep misogyny amongst Latino men and some women towards women, and there's a strong racist streak towards Black people within your community. And then when he gets exposed by yours truly, it's, oh, I was triggered, I was angry, I was scared, and I'm going to go back now and delete those tweets.
Yes, as I said on my Twitter, and I'm calming down now, so I might go back and delete some of those angrier tweets, but
Fact that the day after the election, Black people around this country got text messages saying, you've just been recruited into slavery, and then show up and blah, blah, blah.
Wow, okay, now if that actually is happening, now I've seen no proof that it is, but if it actually is happening, I genuinely think, and this is my opinion, don't take my word for it, but I genuinely think that the hate going towards Black people is white liberals going after Black conservatives, Black Republicans, Black Trump supporters who voted for Trump. They are saying these things, not Trump supporters to Black Democrats or Harris supporters. Where has all the hate been coming from? It's been coming from the left. It's been coming from people like John Rocha and Winston here. And right on cue, here is Winston viciously going after Black Republicans, calling them sellouts.
People will sell their soul for power. That is who Clarence Thomas is. Mm-hmm. That is why Black people do not fuck with him. That is who Candace Owens is. That is why a majority of Black people do not fuck with her. Is
Tim
because
Scott. Ben Carson.
Tim Scott.
You know what this is, everyone? You know what we just listened to? This is the Joe Biden, "You ain't black" quote all over again.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
And based off of that rant we just heard, I think these guys agree with them.
But listen, we can't go through this conversation without also calling out white people. We have to be fair.
Oh, hey, white people. Did you honestly think you were going to get out of this video unscathed? Well, sorry, you're not.
I think that's a harsh reminder of how ingrained it is in the white community to not necessarily overwhelmingly support Black candidates for the highest office in the land.
It's amazing, you guys. It's everyone else's fault except for Kamala Harris for running a terrible campaign and the Democrat Party for just handing her the nomination without a primary. Everyone else's fault.
White people, once again, white men and white women, and this is a really big thing, white women turned on Kamala Harris, did not vote for her.
Rocha, why? Why do white women owe Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party their vote? Why? Explain it to me. Because Trump is just that bad and terrible and misogynistic, that's why they owe her their vote? Sorry, but as you saw last week, that is not enough to get your candidate elected, and it will never be enough to get your candidate elected. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please make sure you smash that like button as well. And most importantly, thank you for watching.